Going to teach a bowline today. I'm going to be tying it in 550 paracord, just black 550 paracord. The bowline that I'm teaching is just your common bowline. Then I'm going to follow it by showing you a little bit faster way to teach to tie a bowline. A bowline is about the fastest loop that can be tied that is strong. It's not a slip knot, and it's going to be easy to untie afterwards. It's going to be more along the lines of your square knot loop or your figure eight loop that you would use in rock climbing. It can be used in shelter construction, sailing, climbing, packaging, anything. Anytime you need a loop that's strong, that's not going to slip, that's easily untied later, you want to go for your bowline. So the way you tie it, you start with a loop, just like this. You bring your working end, this is your working end, back through the loop. Okay, you go behind your tail, like this, back through the same loop. And what you've created here is a loop and a half hitch. The half hitch tightens down on the loop, stops the tail from slipping back through. That's your bowline. Okay, it'll hold tension well, and it won't untie on you. If you tie it with a slightly longer knot, because if you don't tie your bowline long enough, there is a fear of it slipping. So if you tie it with a slightly longer tail, like this, okay, you can then tie a half hitch on top of that in your tail line, and that will stop it from slipping even further in a situation, but that will be harder to untie. Okay, so this is how you tie a common bowline. Loop, working in through the loop, behind the tail, back through the same loop. Common bowline. For a speed bowline, also known as a climber's bowline, tie a loop, same as the other one. Okay, take your tail, not your working end, stick it through again in a loop fashion, which is the only way you can stick the tail through. Working end through the loop and pull. Okay, the important thing here to remember is the longer that you let this piece be, the longer your tail is going to be on your loop. So when you tighten your bowline down, you have chosen the length of your loop when you made your bowline. Again, on the speed bowline, loop, tail, working in through, and pull. Speed bowline, climber's bowline, quickly tied, won't come untied, unties easily. That's a bowline.